celebrate, I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Seattle. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Lady! 44 is the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it. Check. Tempo,
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
I'm letting you know right now.
From the shotgun, Wilson looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Wilson escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Here's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
On first down, it's Carson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
44 is the mic. Check. I'll go special.
From the 40 now on second down. Wilson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He's crashing. He's checking crashing.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
That's how we do, D.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Now Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
57, Mike, 57. Let's go. Switch. You go inside. You got tape. You got tape.
They'll run on first down. Jones trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Seahawks 49.
319. Let's go, D. He's coming. Double up. 319.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
No. 319. 57. And we're pretty close. Jump out. Box it.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Mike's 50. Yo.
Hey, Mike's 7.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Hey, Team 6.
Tighten up. Watch out.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Block that.
On 1st down, Carson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
44 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Check.
44
From the gun on third down, Wilson flushed out right, and that is incomplete. Now, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert, and I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Go. I got him. That's me. Watch twins.
Go 14.
Twins.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise, 33 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Here's Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, but not be deterred by anything else.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Over. 50.
Bravo.
Go.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Play.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Check. I'm trying.
Good, guys. 4 down.
44, Mike.
Good touch.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
14.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
44 to Mike. Get that.
From the gun, it's Wilson trying to lay one up deep. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Got a man, that's Allison. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous. Hey, check my feet.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 46. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No. 258.
54, Mike.
Get 300. Get 300. Jeff.
Mike, 54. Hey, keep it up.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers. Flush to his right. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
26.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Right now. You got 58.
Hey, switch gears.
Again, it's Jones. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
All right.
Now Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Switch. Jim. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! That's how we do it, baby.
At the 18-yard line.
280.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Mike 50.
Bang out. Fan.
Check 99.
Throwing is Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, Have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Hatch it. No. Off.
Right there.
Check 15.
Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
57 to Mike.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Packers.
Down. 258.
Good track. Alert 3. Check 52. Kill. Wide. Get wide.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. To throw is Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Wilson to throw.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Wilson, forced out to his left. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a fourth down after the scramble.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Josh Jackson, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Hey, 88.
They'll run it with Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
At the 39-yard line.
319.
Mike's 50.
Y'all not ready?
Yeah, Liz.
Now Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Seattle.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay.